I met George Yaks when I first started at Sam Houston when I was an 18-year-old freshman and pledged the Alpha Tau Omega fraternity. George had been the president, and at that time, in the fall of 1966, he was teaching in the geography department and was also finishing up his MBA. And of course, as an 18-year-old freshman in a fraternity that wasn't sure what he was doing, George was a great mentor to us, a great model for us to follow, and soon became a great friend for all of us.
Upon first meeting George, I felt like he was a little more mature than the rest of us at that age. He had been in the military before he came back to college, and that was apparent that his level of maturity and ability to reason and judgment was a little better than the rest of us, and it was apparent from the beginning that he was really a leader.
Well, actually, there was two major decision turning points. The first was the decision to start my third company. It was not a very good time in the diving industry. The major downturn of 1982, 87 was just starting to appear. There was already 55 diving companies in the Gulf of Mexico. The thought of having one more didn't seem to appeal to a lot of people. But we went ahead and made the decision, did it. By the time the downturn was over, which was in 1987, there was only 12 diving companies left. We were obviously the newest when we started. By the time it was over, we were the largest in the Gulf.
I think one of the things that I learned from him is that confidence. Is you got to have confidence in what you're doing, and confidence that you are doing the right thing and for the right reasons.
If you don't gamble, you can't win. You have to send your ship out if you expect it to come back in. So the ability to take risk, I think, is the number one attribute. There's others. You have to know where you're going. You have to have vision.
One of the things that I admire about him is his ability to communicate with people. He's a people person. He's a natural salesperson. You know, he communicates well and understands the people he's dealing with. He understood his business very well. He was a very good salesperson at promoting that, and I think that's one of the most important characteristics of that. He's very honest, very. It's like it's what you see is what you get with him. I think people appreciate that.
You have to be fair and honest. Being dishonest, you might have some windfalls, but over the long haul, the attribute that you have to have if you're going to succeed, I think, is fairness and honesty.